owning a business and being a parent have a lot of similarities. Tonight I'm just going to focus on 5 major areas that are similar. The first one is they both have a gestation period. The second similarity is they both have a birth. The third is infancy, childhood, and adulthood. So they all have these phases in common. The first one is the gestation. So for humans, we all know it's 9 months, right? For my business, on the other hand, it was 2 years to get it all set up and ready to start. For having a child, you get ready by having baby showers and buying lots of stuff. And I was really lucky. I had 2 baby showers while I was pregnant, one from the Rogans and one from the Goddards. And I was sitting at this long table with all the Goddard women, and my mother-in-law said, it'll be really easy, just when you're dusting, you just squat down and that will help you, you know, when you're ready to have the baby. And I said, in response to that, I said, well, I don't dust. And suddenly, all these women were just dead quiet, and you could have heard a pin drop. They were aghast that their brother had married a woman who didn't dust. But back to my topic is, for owning a business, the equivalent of the baby showers is going to Office Depot. So you're going and you're getting all the stuff ready and stocking up on business supplies, office supplies, gloves, hand sanitizer. And I love office supplies. Like, I'm almost like as excited about that as I was about the baby stuff, because I love office supplies. So that was my getting ready for the business. And in both cases, you know, you're getting all the stuff organized and you're getting all ready and you're imagining what it's going to be, and it can just seem like an eternity when you're waiting and you're wondering. Oh, and for both cases, there's a lot of questions. So for the baby, there's questions like the obvious one: is it going to be a boy or is it going to be a girl? And one question in my mind was, how exactly is this going to work? Like, how's this baby going to get out? So my midwife was telling me the whole time, this is a really big baby, and I was like, oh, great. And then with the business is similar, because you're wondering, like, how is this going to work? You know, how is it going to grow? How am I going to find the right people? And you prepare the best you can, but you don't know exactly, how it's going to work. So the next phase that's similar is the birth. So with my son, I was all ready. I had all the stuff baked in the oven so that it would be sanitized, because I was going to have a home birth. And I was very set on this, and I had it all planned out. But it didn't happen that way. I ended up going to the hospital and having a C-section after a long labor because my son got stuck in my birth canal. It was a great adventure. But anyway, and with the business, it was very similar, because Silver Star Senior Care wasn't born when I thought she would be. I had to do these additional things and get additional steps in place and things in place before I could actually start the business. So it didn't start when I thought it was going to start. And so that was somewhat similar. The third similarity is the infancy. So when you have a baby, you have sleepless nights, you have, waking up as soon as you hear a sound to see if the baby's still breathing. And I just was in bliss because I was so amazed that he came out after that difficult labor and everything. He came out looking really good and all, you know, fingers and toes, and I would just stay up and watch him sleep because I was so amazed. And so I was always tired but very happy. And with the business, in the beginning of my business, I was really fortunate to get a couple cases where there was awake overnight shifts. So it's a lot of hours and a lot of revenue for my business. But it was also what I call the mom sleep. So I was sleeping, but if I heard a noise, I had to wake up immediately to be there to help my client. And so I was learning new things, doing what I loved, but exhausted, but happy. So very similar to the business. And I think just because my business is a caregiving business that it has similarities to being a parent. But the fourth area is the childhood. And with the childhood, you just never know what, you try to prepare, read books about parenting and kids, but you never know what they're going to do, even though you think you're prepared. My son came home from his first Mass as a non-Catholic child in a Catholic high school, and I said, "So, how was the Mass, you know? What did you think?" And he goes, "Oh, Mom," he goes, "I just took the wafer." I was like, "Oh, great, congratulations, son. You just had your first communion." And he was like, "Did I do something wrong?" I go, "No, it's okay, you know, God loves you just the same." But I was laughing. I thought it was hysterical, although I was raised Catholic. My son was not raised Catholic, so he just wanted to blend. So, and with the business, I'm still basically in the infancy part, so I haven't gotten all the surprises yet, but there's going to be surprises, and you can plan, you can hire an accountant attorney, and you know, have everything and research everything, and you still don't know exactly what's going to happen. You can have a client one day, and the next day they can pass away. Or you can have a client one day, and the next day their family decides to move them to Montana, you know? So everything is always changing constantly, and you have to just stay on your toes and be flexible and take things in stride. And the fifth area that's similar is the adulthood. So with a child, your child grows up and you're still playing a role in their life, but you're not having to do everything for them. They have a job, they have their own life, they have their own apartment, and you're still playing a role in their life, but you're not like the main center of it anymore. And with a business, at least if you play your cards right, I'm hoping that it will reach a time in the future where I can play a role in the business, but I won't be having to do so much in the trenches caregiving, but I can still do the parts of the business that I enjoy, and I can have good people to do the other parts, and I can still play a role, but not be, you know, I could actually go on vacation maybe. So, in conclusion, those are the 5 areas of similarity between owning a business and being a parent. And they're both a great adventure. They're both things you'll never regret if you do it. And they both require you to wear many hats and stay on your toes. So, thank you very much.